in film adjustment here. Here we go.
You could have the best of times and the worst of times, but under the Trump-obsessed media, it's all bad all the time. And you know things are pretty good when the Trump's pissed off storyline gets trotted out.
President Trump isolated, growing more furious by the day. His mood dark and angry.
What's it trying to look like, a pharaoh there?
Enough eye makeup going on there?
The president's state of mind is the worst it's been since the campaign, and that among the West Wing staff there is a near universal sense of foreboding.
Ooh, a universal sense of foreboding. That's how I feel after eating Taco Bell. But Trump, he's mad, so mad that maybe he'll stage a coup.
In the sad event he does run, and he does lose, which would be a happy event, it would be stunning what we would see. He would be a president going, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Can call the military. I mean, is that, we have to look at this man. He really would do that.
I'm looking at that man. Fun fact, MSNBC made him in a lab with chicken wire and Botox paste. So now that the apocalypse has been postponed until after brunch, we must make do with the old chestnut. Trump's unstable. And no wonder, when some networks stop talking about how bad Trump is, what are you left with? Them. The empty talkers, the noisemakers in suits, jaw-clacking dolls with broken hinges and tummy tucks. They cling to Trump's mood like it's candy-colored Klonopin. Even as the news looks pretty good for America. He just scored a bipartisan win on prison reform. Even Van agrees.
The 99 times I don't agree with the president, I'm going to give him hell. But on this one, I'll give him a salute and an applause. We've got to come together to help the people at the bottom.
And while the networks OD on Trump rage, the president signed a measure Monday to create a new National Historic Park for Martin Luther King Jr. But wait, how can that be? How can Trump do this? Isn't he racist?
The President of the United States is racist.
Well, if he's a racist, he's really bad at it. Trump, the world's worst racist. You know, that's a great idea for a coffee mug. World's worst racist. Like, world's best. No. Also missed, there was the Medal of Freedom honors, George Herman Babe Ruth Jr.
George Herman Babe Ruth Jr. He was a junior. I can imagine what his father was like.
I just love that. What's his father like? All right. Then you have Trump's arch hemorrhoid, the ambulance-chasing chuckle bucket, Michael Avenatti. Busted. Now, this isn't funny. He was busted on suspicion of striking a woman, allegedly. Of course, the cad is innocent until proven guilty. That's what good people believe in, even if people like him don't. He could be innocent as Brett Kavanaugh was when Avenatti was tormenting him. I just hope the media does a little soul-searching after booking this clown incessantly. The media soul-searching, that's like looking for Bigfoot. It's not so long ago Avenatti was their darling. CNN and MSNBC were junkies to his anti-Trump crack. But now he's toxic, and so the media that loved you pretends you never dated. It's like me and my Backstreet Boys pajamas. I pretend I never owned them, but for years I wore them under my school uniform. Which leads me to a new, huge landmark study on media trust. The Hollywood Reporter surveyed thousands of people on who's the most trusted
Now here's the
news.
punchline.
Now I don't want to say the surprising anchor who blew away the competition, so we'll just throw to this video.
In 2018, a landmark poll surveyed Americans to determine the most trusted news media personalities. The results are in, and one of the most trusted names in news is none other than Greg Gutfeld. It's just another prestigious accolade for the host of Fox News' flagship program, The Greg Gutfeld Show. He bested some of the most established industry insiders, like Wolf Blitzer, Stephanie Ruhle, Katie Tur,
Gruhl,
John Lemon,
Tur,
Rachel Maddow,
Lemonade,
Brooke Baldwin,
yeah, kid,
Mika
older daughter.
Brzezinski,
Yeah,
Chris
Little
Tallman,
B and Big B,
Chris Matthews, Lawrence
Lux
O'Donnell,
Mine,
and of course, the
Pompasius,
absolute least trustworthy name on the list, Joe Scarborough, who came in at rank 49 out of the 49 listed. And join us in celebrating television's most prolific broadcaster, Greg Gutfeld.
Thank you. No. Scarborough dead last. Maybe he should have stuck to whatever he was doing before TV.
When do we get the checks? How does this work?
I also beat Chris Cuomo and Don Lemon. I wonder how they took that.
Don't be so sensitive, Chris.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Everything is not about you, okay?
I'm sorry.
Somebody looks like he better get after it. But like I always say, when life gives you Don Lemons, go watch Greg Gutfeld. I also bested Rachel Maddow. How can that be, Rachel?
I usually have so many words. I have the best words. For this, I have no words.
In your dreams.
Seriously, this just happened.
To quote Rachel, woo-hoo-hoo. All right, but even I gotta admit, this is weird. There's something wrong when I'm more trusted than Wolf Blitzer. How can that be? He's boring, and he has a beard, which makes him instantly trustworthy. I mean, I'm flattered by this, but I'm also terrified. Me trusted by you? I don't even trust myself. I won't even be alone with me. But here's the real problem. The list had mixed commentators with reporters, which is stupid. FNC has both, but we clearly label what's what. Other networks, they aren't as clear, which is why so many people mistake opinion for fact, which leads to fake news. No wonder people think Trump is crazy or insane. It's an opinion coming from their news sources. And that isn't healthy. If we only had something for that.
He would be a president going, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Can call the military.
Trump is going to engineer a coup. He's going to round up families and separate children. He's going to imprison women and turn them into baby-making factories.
Hold on there, partner. Where'd you come up with this?
Well, just watching TV and talking to my friends.
Sounds like you need new friends.
New friends? Tell me more.
New friends is not a drug, but a group of people who present a different set of opinions that more clearly reflect reality than the talking heads on TV.
Wow, sounds great. Where do I start?
First, you'll want to go outside. Then maybe go to a hardware
Away from the computer.
or a grocery store.
After this
Or
video.
church. No playgrounds. Then initiate conversation without mentioning politics. Do you have neighbors?
Yeah.
Maybe talk to them about the weather or sports or their pets. They love to talk about their pets. Do they like you?
Yes. Oh, no. Ever since I took down their Trump signs.
That's okay. Maybe apologize with a bottle of wine.
Sounds great. I never thought of that. I'm going to give it a try.
New friends is the best way to keep you from going down the paranoid, angry rabbit hole that turns people like Joe Scarborough and Donnie Deutsch into gibbering idiots. Act now and we'll throw in this Andy Deutsch bag. It's a burlap sack that you place over your TV when Donnie is on TV. So get new friends today.